Hey y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, good afternoon. Sorry, good evening. Welcome over. I'm Classy Lady, your host, your content creator, your cyber friend, cyber sister, cyber auntie, but not your cyber bully. So with that being said, thank y'all for coming over. Hope y'all having a good day or had a good day today. Today is Friday. Like the title said, the eagle flies on Friday. Some of y'all may not know what that means, but just in case you don't, it's an old term, even before my term. When the eagle flies on Friday, that means it's payday. So somebody got paid, chick-ching, chick-ching, and then you didn't get paid today, you didn't get that bag. Some of y'all might be going to that old casino today. Some of y'all might be going dancing. Some of y'all might be playing some spades. But whatever you're doing tonight, which is Friday, we usually let our hair down, those of us who have hair. I do. I have some. We let our hair down on Fridays and we party or we have a good time, or a lot of us take the time to rest. And there are a lot of people that work on Fridays as well. I feel sorry for them because I ain't like Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. And I got to the point on my job where I was off at 2 o'clock on Friday and I had the weekend off. I earned that time. I made my way up the ladder. Anyway, welcome in. I have 21 people watching me and 3 likes. Can y'all hit the thumbs up to let other people know that I am on? I am Classy Lady. I am your host. I am the content creator of this channel. This is my house. And so I would appreciate when you come over. Before you ask me any questions, please speak. You can just do the wave, or you can say hello to me and the people in my chat. Don't be rude. You know you don't want nobody walking in your house and not speak. So, I am a YouTube partner. I do have paid memberships available. I have 3 levels, $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. Whichever one you choose to come in on, I do need memberships. I do need people to buy a membership to my channel. There are what we call super chats, super stickers, and super thanks, super gifts. I'm saying all of this because there are people that don't know. People are just coming into YouTube and they don't know what's going on. So I'm explaining to them the super thanks and the super chat and super stickers. You will find that under the dollar sign, a little waving dollar that may be blinking into. That means give your host, your content creator, give her a little old donation. You done got paid today. Go ahead and bless her because she come on here every day. She think about y'all. Despite what she going through or what's going on in her life, she still think about to come on and maybe help somebody out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people or whatever. Those start at $1 all the way up to $500. Lord bless. One day I'm gonna have a couple of members or subscribers. Somebody gonna hit that $500 mark for me. I'm putting that in the atmosphere. I'm putting that $100 in the atmosphere. That $50 in the atmosphere. Cause somebody gonna do it. I know they are. They gonna bless me one day. They gonna hit that jackpot at the lottery, or they gonna win the lottery, and they gonna say, "Ooh, let me give Classy Lady some." So anyway, that's how the super chat, super stickers go. And that's with the little waving dollar sign. It ain't waving at you for nothing. It's waving to tell you, hi, come on in, come on in, come on in. Then the little cute little box right next to it is the gift box. And that's, you hit that little box and you'll see all them GIFs, all those little cute things where you want to give me some flowers. You want to give me a gold coin. You want to think I'm a superstar. There's one with the concert going on. There's some, even a happy poop. You might want to tell me to go to SHIT, but at least you're laughing and telling me that. Got one of them too. They got a disco ball in case y'all want to go dancing with me. All kind of little stuff, but you have to click the other box at the top and you have to purchase one of those levels, and then you don't have to use all of them at one time. You can bless me each day with those. So, the super thanks is when you look at my videos, you review one of my lives that I did, and at the end of the live, there's a little cute little heart with a little another dollar sign waving at you, like come here, come here, come here, come here. And I think it starts from $2 to 25. I don't know, but one of those. And also, if you're looking at my live or you go back to look at a live, you will see a thing say hype. Just scroll over them little three dots and hit that button that said hype. It'll drop down. You'll see like a little shooting star. And at the bottom, it'll say how many points they want to give Classy Lady. That's free, y'all. That's free. Free, free, free. I do need subscribers. More subscribers. That's free for that as well. Hit the notification bell. Hit all. That way you'll know anytime I come on. With that being said, that's YouTube business. I done finished that. Let's get to it. No, we just gonna freestyle like I've been doing a couple of days. Welcome everybody over. Make sure you hit the like button. That's the thumbs up button. And I am gonna get to speaking to those who are in my chat. And Lakeisha is the first one. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Yo-Yo. Hey. Hey, Raydale. How you doing? Her Highness. Girl, if they was to hit me up and say, come on to Good Morning America, Classy Lady would be ready to go. I'm ready to go. They say let's, I say go. Got my little suitcase over here, but I'd have to give me a much bigger one if somebody like that asked me to come. Now, I don't know if you're being nice or I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but whichever one, it's all right with me. Hey, Lady Justice, how you doing? Nico Cruz. I don't know. You got this. I don't know what that means, boo. Hit the target. That means the chat button. I asked about my my target, my goal target thing, because I used to have one, but I guess they took it away from me. I guess I wasn't setting enough goals, but, you know, I don't like to drain nobody's pockets, you know. But the thing is, you have to do them every day. So I guess the thing would be to do 5 at a time or 10 and then just let it be. Because when I did mine, I did the gifts and the super chat, super stickers. I didn't put no amount. I just let people give whatever they want. Because when you start at a certain level, like a $4.99, then that means anybody that give you $1.99, it ain't gonna count in your target. So I never, well, that particular time I never did do anything with that. Hey, Miss Kiara, how you doing? Hey, Joseph, thank you for the gold coin. Ooh, I can go out with that gold coin. I sure can. Hey, Gloria, how you doing? Okay. I forgot to give my little rules of the channel. What's not tolerated over here is disrespect, racism, bullying, insulting comments to me nor anybody in my chat. Everybody is welcome. If you're in the bushes up there, you can always drop down for whatever conversation we having. You might feel you want to engage in it. That's fine with me, long as we keep it clean and we keep it cute. I'll meet you. Energy will be met with energy. I come on. I have a good energy right now. I don't know what something must have hit me. But anyway, it is what it is, and I'm not mad about it. Let me see. Y'all speaking to some people I don't even see. I see Joseph. I don't see Marva. What Marva at? Because I don't want to miss nobody. Marva way up here. Hey, Marva. Child, you was way up there. I'm glad. See, it's good that people be speaking in the chat to other people, because when I go to people's chat, I just speak to everybody. And that's it. Yes, God is good. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. God is great. Yeah, so I decided to see what this gonna do. Overnight. is full of ice, and I can't get my straw down there because I put a bunch of ice. There it go. Get it down there. So this I got it full of water. So it my seal ain't good on here for some reason. So if it tip over, I hope it don't come off of there. But anyway, got my maxing and relaxing cup. I'm not sure if it's Lisa Clark or Leslie. One of y'all, I think, donated, or I could be wrong. It could be somebody totally different that won a cup, and y'all wanted to pay it forward. Y'all didn't want it, and ain't nobody answered up. I said I'll take it. So I finally got it. It was one of the ones that April was given had was blessing somebody with on when they pulled some names, her and Day Day, but mine was from April. So Royalty Queen did that. That purple is pretty. I might have to ask her, can she do me one in red that say Classy Lady? Man, I be riding in that with the car. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Hey Kawasaki, how you doing? Or Kawasaki? This look like Kawasaki. You like it, Miss Kiara? It's pretty, ain't it? And something told me to look in the bottom of the cup because the straw was in there. The straw is still up a little higher. It could go. I might need to put some more water in there. I only put a 8-ounce thing of water in there, and it's still full with ice. So I'm gonna see how it do overnight. But I don't want to use it every night. I want to just go back to my old way, and then when I go somewhere, it's classy to bring around. It is classy to bring around. Baby, she sold me on these rhinestones. So I'm going to have to ask Royalty Queen, can she make me one with the red stones and have a Classy Lady in there. Child, you think, maybe I'll be rolling and rolling in Classy Lady, and then pick up my little old, my red cup and be sipping and stuff. If somebody look at me, just do like, what's up, what's up? Ouch, my shoulder hurt. I'm being goofy tonight. Yeah. I hope they don't say nothing about the music playing in the background. Forgot to put my do not disturb because the night is Friday. People be up late. People be calling. Y'all hold on a minute. Yeah, I just put it on for 3 hours. I mean, I can always cut it off. Because last night, my neighbor called me, y'all, and she had, she got a garden. And she have a garden in her backyard. And thank you, Lady Justice. Y'all hit that thumbs up on Lady Justice, that beautiful blessing that she gave me. Thank you. So she called me, and I was on here, and I said, Lord have mercy, I hope y'all don't get knocked off. And so when I finished, I called her back, and she's like I said, I have 2 neighbors. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be next. I really kind of wanted y'all to hear the music a little bit. I ain't want to just, because certain songs you can play. I just wanted it in the background. I really wanted to do a jam session, but I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to read a little bit more. So I called her back, and she said, but like I said, she got a garden. She picked the other day cucumbers, tomatoes, I guess peppers, jalapeno peppers. I think she had some bell peppers. I know one time she had a big old cabbage or whatever. And then she literally had cucumber this big. Like I'm holding this to my head. That's how big it was to her head, the cucumber. And she say all her stuff is organic. So she was telling me, I told her, I said, oh, I always wanted a garden. I said, but I'm scared of critters. And she said, well, snakes she don't do. I said, I don't do none of them. Possums, none of that stuff. I can pretty much deal with a lizard, cause they go too fast for me. So I know I won't be able to catch it unless you get right up on it. You got a broom and you bam it. You got to get a good one, especially if it's on the wall or something, and it's still gonna get up and go. But anyway, so she had vegetables and she had it on Facebook, and I told her, I said, ooh, them that look good, and she shared with me because she said she had picked some more, and she had her brother-in-law asked her for some cucumbers and stuff, and so she brought him some and she brought me some, and I had already made like a cucumber and tomato salad that I love with the vinaigrette, and I had a raspberry vinaigrette, and was eating it the other day. I told y'all. So I was sitting at the table last night when I was eating my dinner, and I say, man, I sure wish I could have, should have had bought another cucumber, because I usually buy 3 cucumbers to 4 tomatoes, or either 3 tomatoes. And then if I get an onion, I'll get a big onion and then use half of the onion and put it in there. And if I do it right, let it sit, because that onion, vinegar tames that onion down a lot, and it's almost like you done seared it, but it's not so hard and crunchy. So anyway, that's what she was calling me for. She had gave me 3 cucumbers. She said, now you're gonna have to probably hurry up and eat them because they're organic. I said, now see why I got to hurry up and eat them, and they organic, but the store you can get them and they say it's organic, and you can leave them in there. I leave them out for a couple of days or maybe a week or so in the refrigerator. I say that just goes to show you, they say it's organic, but they still put something on it to make it look, like the color that it is. But it had the little knots on it. I said, oh, these must be like some pickles, and I think they were, because they got seeds in them. And the other ones, the regular ones I buy at the store, they don't really have those seeds in them. So I think those are used for pickles, because they have the seeds in it, and they have like the little knots on the side of them like a pickle. So I was grateful of that, because she looked out for me. She brought me some. So this afternoon, I went on ahead and cut them up and put them in, let them soak in that stuff, and I had some more of it. Okay, so you asked me if my foot is doing better. Yes, it is. I still have the way he closed it, I have about that much open, but it's not going in. It's going like straight and coming out. To see him be able to stick an instrument and he go here, and I'm like, when you gonna stop? And he say it's hollow. It needs to close, and he stuck the thing in there, and he was just going. I'm like, when you gonna stop? So he inserted some medicine that he used with it, and it's like a what is it? AG well, I can't think of that thing. Aquasil. Aquasil. That's some expensive stuff, and it was like a rope, and he just stuck it in there, so it looked like some tissue. So it's out on one end and out on the other end. And he said when he did that and something else last week, it closed. A part of it closed up pretty good. So I expect some slow closing because I am diabetic, and but as long as it's going in the right direction, because I don't want them to tell me, nothing else. And then I had 4 different areas that was open on the bottom of my foot. So one of them is closed, and it was three little ones plus that one. So staying off of it, being that it's at the bottom of my foot, I realize now that is a good thing for me to do. So I have to use my heel to help me go to the restroom, walk on my heel. But thank God my restroom is not that far. I don't have to take about 5 steps to get in there and 5 steps to get back out. So I love you too. Yeah, so thank you for asking. Thank y'all all for asking and keeping me lifted up in prayer. Because I've been through a lot. Uh, I don't look like what I've been through. I try not to show it. That's why I said this is my assignment to come on here and just talk to people and be some encouragement. Let you just keep going. I mean, every day is not a sunny day, just like it's been raining here every day. Every day is not going to be a sunny day, but, just keep going. You just keep going. Uh, no matter what it is. And like I said, I pray a lot. Because it's needed. It's needed. It's needed to pray and ask God to help us through. Because, I mean, without Him, a lot of people don't believe, but they believe when they get into something and they are like almost about to be an accident or something happened. But the first thing they say, oh God, oh God, oh freaking God. I don't like that. That I get chills now. It used to didn't bother me, but when I really start, like Yo-Yo might say, getting into the word or just paying attention and referring back to the 10 Commandments that you shouldn't, have no other false gods or use the Lord's name in vain. And that's what people be doing when they be adding all that stuff on there to His name. We shouldn't do that. And but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. I just can lead you to the Bible or to go to church and learn the word for yourself, and you'll learn some things that what you didn't know. When you hear it and you start getting into it, you start finding out some things, and you'll be like, wow, So, yeah, I'm glad it's getting better. Hey, Misty, how you doing? If I got a couple of y'all on here, I might need to shoot. I might need to see about doing a meet and greet when I become a hundred air. When I become 100 air. Maybe I wait till I get 1,000 air to be 1,000 air. Because I know I ain't going to be no millionaire no time soon. But if I made some of this money like some of these people make, oh my God. I'd have to take y'all on the road. I like to travel with other people, but I think if I got to that point and I couldn't get nobody to go with me, take off or whatever, I wouldn't mind paying their way, and they don't want to go, I'd have to take y'all on the road. I'd be like, come on, y'all. We going to Paris. Come on, y'all. We going to Jamaica. We gonna go stay over there a week. Yeah, man. And go to the different islands and maybe stay 2 days and see what they doing over there and get some of that different food. I want some Jamaican food so bad, but I know it's spicy and I can't do spice. I would be crying. I really would. And be me. I said I was gonna go to one of these Jamaican restaurants. I got one picked out, and I just want they be having jerk wings Wednesday on Wednesdays. And boy, when they be showing up the thing on Facebook and stuff, the little commercial they have, boy, them wings be looking so good on that barbecue pit, and I be my mouth be watering. A couple of times I tempted to go, and I say, they probably get offended if I say, can you give me some and don't put the jerk sauce on it, just till I'm vegan to spice. Maybe that's a good one. That's a good one. When I go somewhere and they got something, I'm gonna say I'm vegan to spice. That mean I don't do spice. I'm gonna use that. I wonder if that'll work. Hey Leslie, how you doing? But anyway, how was y'all day today? My day was good. I didn't do any. Well, I went to the doctor. Me and him talked. He didn't bring the boot. I think he forgot because he went on right on out. I don't have no boot. And I want to say, okay, you don't have no boot, And then he gonna tell me, I prefer to keep you in the shoe. I want to say you just forgot the boot, or do I need to order one? Pay you to order me a boot? Because I know he only have certain amount of stock because he branched out on his own. But it's been 2 years now, and so maybe I need to ask him. Well, can you order me a boot? So we don't have no, So we do a fair exchange though. So he kind of owe me a boot, but I ain't gonna say nothing on that. Hey Viola, how you doing? Thank y'all for having y'all memberships. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate y'all memberships. And those who don't have one, I hope you get one from me. I'm trying to build myself up. Y'all out there in YouTube land, thank y'all for stopping by. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel so that y'all will know when I come on. Because y'all be surprised. I don't know what I was talking about one day. And when I got off the channel, y'all should have seen how many people had viewed my channel. I was floored. It was over 2,100 people. Now, where they stay for a minute, I think the longest person was about 5 to 10 minutes that they were on, but had 2,100 people that viewed my channel. So that's a blessing. Some people, like I say, stay for a minute. Some people stay for a long time, but I take whichever one they do. Hey, Bullberts, how you doing? Yep, you're back. Where you? What you want me to ask you where you been? Cause whenever you come on, you ain't got to say you're back. I see you. When I don't see you, we'll ask you where you been. But thank you for coming back. Wherever you been. Yeah, I be trying to keep up. I ain't that. I told y'all I ain't 1,000 there yet. When I get 1,000 there, that's when these comments. I already missed some people when it's going like this, and I'm a 50 cent there. Yeah, but y'all just make sure y'all hit the. You was on the trip to Chicago. I have a friend that was there last week. Her daughter graduated a PhD program where she is a little doctor. And she was the baby of 3. And I would have never thought that she would have branched out, like went to school in, what is it, Iowa? One of the places way off. She went up there in all that snow. She got a bachelor's and her master's. And then she just went to Chicago and finished and got her doctorate. She's already working too. I wouldn't have never thought, but she just sprung up. Hey, Foreign Chocolate, how you doing? All right, then. You gave me some makeup brushes. Gave me a floating hearts. You watching the finals? That's probably, I don't know if ADHD watch sports. Sprinkles. Thank you. The sparkles. Why I say sprinkles? Thank you, Foreign Chocolate. Thank you for supporting my channel and always flowing me with all those gifts. I really appreciate it. I love those gifts. I really do. But I did ask YouTube where was my target, my goal button at. I don't even know if they answered me back. Sometimes I feel like I just be typing in vain. Am I gonna have to hire me somebody that's smart and technical to help me with my channel? Probably so. Probably so. Because I be reading and I don't think I be comprehending nothing. And I'm like, I used to love to read and stuff. I comprehend some things, so I'm going to have to read me some Bible verses and see if the Lord to help me with this other stuff so I can comprehend some of this YouTube stuff. Took me forever to get the tax information. Finally got that right. And I was trying to do it. Yeah, what's the day? Is it let me see. Wednesday was the 10th. The 11th was Thursday. Today is Friday the 12th. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was gonna try to see if I could have got me a check cut by next week when pay period. But I needed to move my little money thing in closer because I pushed it out. So if I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna push it way back out some more, and then I ain't gonna move it no more because that'll be my my 4th time pushing it back. Because I told y'all when I get it, I want it to look good. Today is the 12th. Okay, yeah, today is the last day because it was between the 7th and the 12th. I think when they do whatever it is they gonna do, and then you get on the 21st. But that's okay. Whether I get on the 21st or not, Wednesday's my day anyway. That's when my eagle flies. So I get all my bills paid. So I'm not like, uh, some people get the first of the month or the end of the month. One of them come at the end of the month, but that's be already taken care of. That's pretty much gone. Ain't nothing left on that. But I thank God. Boy, I was like, yes, when I win the light company, I say, baby, I know they want to know what's wrong. That we need to go check her meter. I got my light bill. Let me see. So 2 months is gonna be low. The Okay, because this month, this is June, so I'm paying May's bill, actually. So my May bill was $67. I was like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. I said, because it's been some hot days. So I'm just anxious to see from 67. I just got out the hospital last week. So that's like 7 days that's not on there. I'm going to see if they going to try to kick it up for these last couple of weeks to pay June's bill when July comes. But yeah, I got a $67 light bill. I ain't had one of those in a long time because normally in the winter time, I would get them $50, $60 for my light bill, and that would be it. And then my gas bill would be probably no more than 75. And I have gas. My house is gas. I have a gas stove and I have a gas dryer. So I like my gas stove because it cooks food pretty quick. And I like my gas dryer. So those two things I like. Hey, Ronnie Ridgeway, how you doing? Good to see you over here. Thank you for the compliment. So yeah, today was a doctor's appointment. I did that. Oh, y'all, my daddy brought me the fan. And brand new. It don't have no dust on. He brought it and we set it up. Well, he set it up when we came back, and then he gonna come bring the tall fan that I read my ceiling fan, but I like the tall stand up fan to blow on me too. And then don't forget I got the little clip I got from the hospital. So baby, gonna be cool. Who? Yeah, that the air conditioning ain't gonna be that hot this summer. So he brought the fan. And so when he be talking about where you want this thing in, I say, well, put it in the room and stuff. So he come put it in the room and he unplugged the other one. The other one is the oscillating fan. It's not that big and not that but it blows strong. So he bringing it in the. He wait till he get here to see if the fan works. He turned it on and off, turned it on and off. So in other words, he trying to make sure that it's working when he bring it here. And then if I try to give it back to him like I did one time, he gave me a fan and I gave it back to him. I told him this thing broke. He said, well, you broke it. I say, well, I ain't know if you want it back to get it fixed or what you want to do with it. So I brought it back to her. He told my mom, he say, Lord, sweetie, do you see what your child did? She done brought me a old broke up fan. Say, well, I ain't want to throw it away because I didn't know if you wanted it. Sometimes people, they want to throw their own stuff away. So I brought him the fan. It was an oscillating fan. So it took him a while for him to give me that one that I have. So he going to bring it out the room talking about, this my fan too right now. I say, well, it done been here a couple of years, so it's no longer your fan. I say, it's mine now. So you can just get your paws off of it. It's mine. Now, if you want it back, if it break, I'll get back to you. He like, this my fan too right here. Well, he's been here for some years, so it's mine. That's just like I let you use a gas can with some gas so that you didn't have to go back home to get your gas can to get you for your lawnmower. And then next thing you know, you said, I ain't never had them back. So they don't expect women to have certain things. They didn't got me on my gas cans, you know. So I done got because I went somewhere and I think they was on either they was yeah I think they were on sale wherever I went, and I had bought two of them. Two, I don't know what gallon they were, but I bought two of them to keep them. You know, never know. We are, you know, the weather be getting bad, so I need to get me one more bag of charcoal. Uh, Shoot, might have to lights or something may go out. Might have to start burning some old clothes to keep warm or something. I don't know, but yeah. So my dad used to cook some, but my dad was a truck driver. So my dad, you know, of course, when he got home, he didn't do nothing. My mom did all the cooking, and but he would when he go back out on the road, he had all kind of coolers and refrigerated coolers and hot plates and cold coolers, and he was equipped in his truck. Uh, he go to Walmart, he buy him a couple of canned goods, or he usually get them here or whatever, buy him canned goods and stuff, and sleeping bags and stuff. He used to get fuel awards because he didn't. When he get stuck in that snow and stuff, he would have multiple sleeping bags and stuff where he could wrap up in, and he didn't have to run. He saved on fuel, so he knew how to get that money. But he used to would cook when my mom was living. He used to would cook. But you know what made him stop cooking? He don't want to wash no dishes. So he eating whatever, or a lot of he call it cold cuts, a lot of lunch meats and stuff. Uh, or he'll do some eggs if he got some rice already cooked, something like that. Boiled potatoes and some weird combinations. He'll do tuna fish and stuff, and he will cook sometime. He really will cook sometime, but he then got to the point he don't want to wash no dishes. So since he don't be wanting to wash, and when my mom was living, she bought all kind of non-stick pans and stuff, so you wouldn't have to do all that. And I told him, I said, Daddy, when you cook, wash your dishes as you cook. No, what you want to do is stick them in the sink. And when you stick them in the sink and you done ate and you fat full and you sit down, you don't be wanting to wash the dishes. I say, so that's what your problem is. You need to cook as you go. Nope. Don't know any musicians. UBCD for life. Nope. Don't know any. Why, you know any? You know some? Yeah, so no, he don't really do he don't my brother do some cooking. He'll cook. Told y'all he a busybody. I called him today. Uh called him to see how he was doing. I also called him to tell him, I said, I got a sister do list over here for you. No, my brother think I said, I got a sister do list over here for you. For you. I said, you had a good day today? No. But that kind of cut that shot. But then I was telling him something anyway. And he told me he was eating some. I said, what you doing? He said, eating popcorn, watching TV. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, well, he might be watching the game or whatever, but it was kind of cut and dry. So I said, you had a good day today? No. Well, and I'm like, well, anyway, I got a sister do list for you for when you think you're gonna come by here. And I just started telling him, and then he listened. And when a person don't really respond back to you, I already know to get off the phone. I was getting ready to get off the phone with him because I already knew he didn't want to talk because he already told me he had a bad day. So he talking about, well, I'm gonna have to get back with you. I said, all right then. No doggone way he ain't calling me back tonight. So if tomorrow's a haircut day, he'll probably come by here tomorrow and see what it is I want. I just want him to put my vacuum cleaner together, take it out the box, and look and see if he could, the ceiling fan, if he could put the little remote to it. If he could do it, then fine. If not, I'm gonna add that on to the person I get to do the lights. I'm tired. I'm gonna have to start taking some money, looking at my finances, and I gotta almost finish paying for this wheelchair, the portion that I have to pay. And y'all know how the wheelchairs, the handles, the plastic. This, so I called the place that I got it from, and when was that? Wednesday. Yeah, I called them Wednesday while the nurse was here, and I wanted to, I had called them earlier. I wanted to see how much it was to replace the handles, cause these little cushion things, they kind of cracking at the end, and I don't like that. That looks raggedy, and then over time it's gonna bend and crack the whole thing. But they right there at the end. So them jokers gonna tell me, I say, cause it's not even a year old. They're gonna tell me, well, we don't take your insurance, we don't fool with them at all. And the way he said it, it's like the insurance must have pissed them off, or they don't want to pay him, or whatever. But he had a little attitude. We don't fool with them at all. And so okay, so even though y'all don't fool with them, when was the contract up? But I signed a contract with y'all, and it ain't been a year since I got my wheelchair. So why is it that just because the insurance ain't fooling with y'all, how is my contract null and void? Now, I still owe y'all some money. So what if I break my contract with y'all and don't pay you the rest of your money? See how that could go? But if I don't pay them, and depending on how much it is, it'll go on my credit. Well, no, it ain't going on my credit because I have excellent credit. So I'm not supposed to mess my credit up. But I might get it down. I might see. Because a lot of times at a certain amount, these companies don't be wanting to take you to court for that little old amount. They just write it out. So it may be time for me to stop paying them. I'm still waiting on the person in billing. I guess they ain't want to answer the phone. I left a message. I need to make a note to call them back and to see how much I owe them, and maybe talk with her and say, well, my contract shouldn't be up with y'all as far as parts and services. My wheelchair should be under warranty. Just because you don't fool with the insurance company, that don't mean it's not supposed to still be under warranty. And then she said, well, we terminated our contract, or they terminated it. Well, I didn't terminate no contract. So in other words, I don't have to pay y'all either then. See, I act like that. So I think I'm a pose that question to them. So I don't, since y'all don't fool my insurance company no more, I ain't got to fool with y'all. $120 to replace this little cushion, these two little things. $120. And we can come out and put them on for you. That's another $80. You tell me $200 to replace these cushions that should be under warranty, and y'all should replace them anyway? I gotta pay another $200? These people are rip-offs. Or you could pick them up and then it'd be $120. So that's another thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's on my sister do list. Let me put that on my sister do list and see if my brother can look at these arms and see if he think he can take it off with the screwdriver or little whatever it is. Take them off. And then whenever I decide, that's not on the top of my list right now since you told me it's that much. That might be a to-do thing. And then when we could do it, I go up there and get the things and he put them on whenever he can. I'll purchase them and then he can put them on. That's why I say these people and things and stuff so much now is a ripoff. It's sad that, we got to pay for every little thing. Yeah. Gotta pay for every little thing. So it's always something, things we have to deal with that don't make any sense. I shouldn't have to pay for that. That should be, you know, but it's money, 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 money everywhere you go. That's why I know how to sit down. When it's time for me to save some money and stuff, I know how to sit down. And I also know how to start cooking. Uh, and that's gonna be some of my next thing. I got a bunch of stuff in there, uh, and I need to start cooking some of the stuff. Well, cooking some and putting some stuff back in there to keep it there, but stop eating out. Well, I ain't gonna say I eat out as much because sometimes if I don't want to cook on Sunday, I will buy a dinner, and then sometime during the week I like to do get my Panda Express. It either be a Panda Express, and that'll last me for two days, and then or Chipotle that'll last me 2 days. The burrito bowl or something like that, so that'll last me 2 days. So, um, yeah, but that might be the two things. But I'm ready to go get me some barbecue. Yeah. So it's like all a game, a racket, and things of that nature. That's just like the IV to go on my arm. Would be paying another $220 or I say 20 or 40, one of them, uh, to be out on the 17th. No, let's go ahead and put me on the pills, and I'm hoping everything is okay. I'm taking them like the doc, like I'm supposed to. $29 and some change as opposed to $20. So $60 because they broke for. Let me see. How did they do that? 30 days. It's 2 weeks. And then a refill. Yeah, $60 compared to 220. So, uh, I try to cut back and look at stuff and not just pay out money. I know people that got a lot of money or money. They don't look at stuff with a fine tooth comb like I do. Uh, that's how I know the light, not like I company, car insurance. What is it? Water bill, gas bill, uh, alarm. If stuff like that go up, uh, $5 or something like that, even sometimes $2, $3, I want to know why, what, why. They'll put it on there, but I still may call and question why. Why y'all went up? You just never do know. You just can't just some people just pay bills and no, I'm to the point where I'm down to the wire. I balance my stuff. I balance my I still write checks. I balance my book. Well, now everything is we using the debit cards and things of that nature. So whatever purchase, I save my receipts and I put it in my ledger. I keep a count of that. That's why I don't pay them be going over what I have. And so I know what I have on a daily basis, and I check my account every day because you never know when somebody will fraud you. I've had that happen to me. I've had that. So it's devastating. You go into your account and all your money gone, or a good bit of it is gone. Saying karate, what? You done been over here before. What's brownie justice? Don't come over with that foolishness. You come into my house, you speak, and then don't come over with that foolishness. That look like you trying to be something that's some racial. Brownie justice. I don't know about that, boo. Better rewrite that or take it out of there. I'm gonna have to read you your rights. There's gonna be some justice going on then. Yeah, some of y'all people y'all something else. Hey, Patsy, how you doing? Welcome over. Welcome over. Welcome over. Yeah, so uh just different things, like I say, but what I was getting ready to say about my cup. Thank you. Who got me in a flow state? Patsy, thank you for the flow state. Y'all still ain't told me what the flow state means. What that mean? Y'all put some y'all that's in here. Ain't got many of y'all in here. Y'all put thumbs up on that. Uh, Let everybody know Patsy gave me showing out with a flow state. But what flow state mean? Y'all tell me. And are y'all looking at on Google and asking Google what these different things made? Because maybe I need to do that because I was talking to somebody today. Oh, I was talking to the doctor's assistant, the office manager, and we was talking about it. Was talking about some just some different things, words and stuff. And then the doctor say somebody, he say on point, and she say, see, I don't even know what that means. What does on point? I never heard of that. I say, yeah, it's a thing when you just tell somebody, oh, you on point with that one. I say, but you always got to go back to the young folk and see what the new words and lingo is going on now, because you don't know. Yeah, you don't know what this new stuff is. And then she said something about 6'7". I say don't start with that 6'7". Uh, then here they go. They come up with something. They go uh, A B C D E F and G. F and G is 6'7". I said don't tell nobody that. We all started laughing at the doctor's office. I said don't tell nobody that. Let me see. Did he say that? He the one said. I say, don't tell nobody that. Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So F is 6 and G is 7. 6, 7. So don't tell nobody that. We already know when the numbers of the numbers and then the alphabet, you can pretty much figure that out. But I don't think that's what they meant. It's 6, 7. Well, I tell you, that's the. I'm glad that I be feeling comfortable in there because we laugh and talk about all kind of stuff. See how Karachi didn't come back in here, Gloria? She never responded. Just came over here and said, now next time I see her, I'm going to ban her from the channel. He or she or it. I'm going to ban her from the channel because I done seen her over here before, but I asked her to take that out of there and still haven't come back with anything. So that leads me to believe that she was doing a little racial slur on the cool. They be thinking they sleep. You got to wake up. I wasn't born last night. Like my mama said, to catch up with me. But I was saying about my cup. I keep getting off track about the cup. I'm glad I looked in the bottom of the cup because I was washing it out. And when I looked in the bottom of the cup, I said, what is this down here? I said, don't tell me some little bugs and got in the cup. Extra rhinestones. I was like, oh, now that's real sweet. Extra rhinestones to go on the cup if you lose one or one come out. But baby, you got to have some steady hands to put them on there. And who gonna be looking at the cup that hard to see if a stone is missing out of it? Yeah. But I'm going to have to ask Royalty Queen about one of these in red and put Classy Lady on there. I would show love that. She say they made by hand, so she did that. And I hate that I didn't get a jacket. She made a jacket for the Raw Squad. It was a bomber jacket, and it had put Raw Squad on it, and it was a lilac and the purple trim. I should have got one. Because they was getting ready to go to, well, for New York, they want to have one to be all uniform together. So Royalty Queen No, I think she came up with them, and they was going. Everybody was that was going had one, and I was going, but I didn't have a roommate, and it was gonna cost me a lot of money. Uh, that I wasn't, willing to get off that kind of money right then, and so that was that, and then Vegas. I know I was gonna need some coins to go to Vegas. Cause like I said, they stayed in some expensive hotels, and I knew it would, and I was prepared for that. But I think I was uh oh yeah, I had sold my car back to the dealership, so I had my check. And after I was, my daddy, he say, you're gonna have to get you a car. Well, he didn't have to tell me that, but one time, you got now you're gonna have to get you a car now. When the doctor had told me, oh, she all right now, she could drive. And he told me, you gonna have to get you a car. Okay. And I think he said it. I don't know if he was fussing at me about something, or I was saying something here I didn't like. And he told me, you want to get you a car. I said, you ain't said nothing but a word. Drive over there to that Mazda dealership. After I thought about it one day, I waited maybe a week or so, and I always got to add stuff up to see my mortgage and what the car know how much I can pay, and then add the insurance. So I'll go over it 100 times to see what's gonna be what. I average like the light bill, gas, water. I estimate everything, and so when I got after I done wrote it down 100 times and estimated, hey Marianne, how you doing? Thank you. And so after I done wrote it down about 100 times, made the list for everything, factor in some groceries, factor in what my offerings for church, gas. I put all of it, make a list and put all of it in there, the major parts. And then what do I have left? A lot of times it don't be much, but all my bills and stuff are paid. I got enough for groceries from what I'm estimating, and gas for 2 weeks. I done put that in there. Credit cards, everything. So once I did that, and I figured how much car I could pay, we came from the doctor one day. I say, make a U-turn and go over there to the Mazda dealership. For what? I say, you told me I need to get me a car. So I'm going over there and get me another car. Yeah. During the pandemic, they were short on the models of 2027s that I had. I had a Mazda 3 by that time. And that's when my mom had passed. And I thought they was joking when they kept calling X to buy my car. And I guess they have like guesstimations and stuff. And then probably by the time I had brought it in there, I didn't have, my car was going on 4 years old and I only had 32,000 miles. They wanted that car. Back seat, fresh, new. Passenger seat too. Kind of almost still had a new, almost like a new car smell. So they kept on calling me because they wanted that car. So being that I wasn't driving at the time, and I told my dad, I said, let's go see what they talking about. Because I had already warned that guy, look, hey Taterbug, how you doing? I had already warned the guy, look, don't have me coming up here wasting my time. You ain't gonna buy this car. Because I'm not buying no car. I said, I'm on a knee walker right now. I said, I can't drive. And my car is 4 years old, but it don't have a 32,000 miles. So my car is still brand new. I don't need a new car. So he told me to come on up to the dealership, and my daddy had wiped it off and everything. And it was true. When I got up there, they paid my balance off, what I owed for my car. Who is your car financed through? I told them. They pulled it up. They seen how much I owed on it. They went out there and looked at my car, and they was like, okay. They came in there. They said, okay, we can pay it off. And they held up the paper to me about how much they can give me once they paid it off. I say, this is So I want to make sure now. I say, so I don't understand what you're saying. I got that look. I don't understand what you're saying now. We're gonna pay your car off, and this is the check. This is how much the check is gonna be that we're gonna give you. I say, wait a minute, what you saying now? Make me understand that again. You already paid the balance off that I owe on that car, and once you pay the balance off on that car, this is what you're gonna give me that go in my pocket. I told my dad, I said, come over here, come. I'm making like my mama. I said, come over here. I say, now, daddy, now, what they saying is, I showed him, I said, this is how much you owe left on my car. They just to pay this amount off, and this is what I'm going to have left. They going to cut me a check for that. My daddy looked. He said, man, is that true what she's saying? You going to pay up? Because he wanted to know, too. You going to pay the car off? Then she get a check for this amount? My daddy say, here go the other set of keys. He say, here go the other set of keys. I say, deal. Let's deal. So I had a good bit amount. So I didn't have a car for 2 years. Hey, Nene, how you doing? I didn't have a car for a year and a half. So what I was paying for the other car, I put that in the bank. And then if I needed to use some, I had it. But I put that in the bank. Still had that check. I only cashed the check to change it over into a cashier's check in my name. Because you know them checks, they run out. The date run out on them. So before I got caught up, and for whatever reason, I went cashed it and got me a cashier's check. So when I got ready to get Classy Lady, is that Classy Lady number 3? That's Classy Lady number 3, cause it's the third car that I got the license plate, the personalized plates. So yeah. So when I got ready to go make my deal and stuff, I told him what I wanted, and this car have white seats. And the guy told me, he said, oh, you got a pimp ride. At first when he told me a black car with white seats, I'm like, I don't want that. Because, back in the day, that's what they had. They had black cars with the white seats and stuff. So when he drove me, I test drove the car. And when we were driving, I told him, I say, I ain't drove in about a year and a half. That man was like, what? And I'm riding here with you. I said, well, you the one gave me the keys and told me, let's go test drive this car. It was another car that he had pulled up. When I looked at it, I said, I don't like this. I don't like the color. I said, when I told you a machine gray, when I came here 2 years ago, I said it was a car, and it looked like it wasn't finished. Like that gray color, like that primer color, looked like that. But it had like the coat on it, and it was fire. It was young looking, and I was like, ooh, whenever I get another car, that's the color I want. Well, that must have been a tester or something, because they didn't make. If they did make them, I didn't see them. So then he took me back there to the where they had the pimped out ride. It was 2 of them next to it. It was a champagne color, which I didn't really want a champagne, and then they had the black. When I looked at the black, and then I looked at it, I looked on the inside, and I say, this white is hot. I say, I'm feeling this. Say, I ain't gonna have nobody riding in my car like that. It's just gonna be me. So if the seats get dirty or whatever, it's gonna be me. And I'm trying not to be eating in my car for stuff to be falling out in the cracks and you can't get it. And I said, oh, and they got a roof too? I said, I'm gonna be pimped. I'll take it. Man say, Papa, you something else. I said, yeah. That's the response that most people give me, most men. And then he told me after we made the deal, because I kept telling him I wasn't getting ready to go. I done told you what I wanted to pay. I done told you how much I was paying. I ain't paying a penny more than that. So I know how y'all look to play them games, go like y'all going back to the back. Well, I don't care. I take the manager discount, the general manager discount, your discount, family and friends discount. I want all of them because this is what I want to pay. So you apply everybody discount to that, and you ought to be able to get at that number. After we made the deal, I said not a penny more. Well, they end up going over. Hey Trina, how you doing? They end up, hey, Starlina, I'm sorry. They end up going over when I finally got ready to make the deal. They end up, it was $2.96 more. I told that finance guy that had to do the rest of the stuff. I said, now you know, I ought to get up and walk out of here. Because I told you not a penny more. And here you done went $2.96 over what I told you I wanted to pay. I said, I ought to get up and walk out of here. It was like, come on, classy lady, come on now. $2.96. I say, you pay it. Why I have to clown some places I go? I say, you pay it. If it ain't much, then you pay the $2.96 and take it off of there. But what made it go to that little $2.90? I had put Gap insurance. I told that man, no, you pay the $2.96. I told you, don't go a penny over. If I tell you I want to pay a car note $600, then I didn't say $602.02. I said $600. You didn't went $602.96. I didn't tell you I want to pay that. I already told you what I could pay. You going overboard now. How you know I got the $2.06? Oh Lord, I had a good time with that finance manager. I would trust me, he didn't keep me in that long. You know how the people be wanting to keep you in that long and talk and act like they doing stuff. He heard him and got me up out there. Then I come out. I told the salesman, I say, didn't I tell you I didn't want to be here at dark? I didn't want dark to catch us. It's not dark. It's not dark. It's becoming dusk. It ain't dark yet. I say it still look dark to me. So he said, well, don't get mad at me, but you ain't gonna be able to take the car home today. I say, what? Y'all done got my money and they gonna tell me I can't take my car home? He say, well, we want to wash it up for you and make sure it's everything. Wash it up and I say, well, since you're gonna keep the car until the next day, I said, so when you tell me I'm gonna get my car, well, I'm gonna bring it to you tomorrow. I say, well, you know what? When you bring it tomorrow, make sure it's on F. Full. Make sure it's full. When you bring it to me. So I said, all right. I said, I'm gonna trust you. Don't have me calling all day about my car and you that got my money. I say, don't do that. I say, cause I can call Chase Bank and stop that transaction. So they brought it the next day. They called me and my dad an Uber. And my dad, I don't like nothing like this. I should have came my own car. I say, well, what sense would that have been? What happened? How did we get up there anyway? I'm trying to see because they end up calling us an Uber. I don't know, but they end up calling us an Uber. Home, and my daddy old school, he didn't I don't like nothing like this. I don't like nothing like this. I'm like, what? They calling us an Uber. I stayed pretty much maybe 3 miles from the dealership. Maybe 3. I say, so we ain't paying for it. We ain't paying for it, so let's ride. Shoot. But I don't know what happened, how we ended up having to have a Uber. But yeah, child, be willing to. Hey Rebecca, how you doing? I'm feeling good. How you doing? Hey Shella Bella, you lost what in the bike accident? I just saw you said hi. I don't know what you. Let me go back and see. I don't see no other comment. I just see you say you lost yours in a bike accident. What? You see it high. That okay, they hey Toya Goodwin, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know what you mean, but you lost yours in a bike accident. Oh, you was asking about my eye. I had surgery. I had a couple of surgeries. But the problem started out. I had a detached retina and I didn't know it. I had blood behind my eye that they could see on the eye exam, and when I was supposed to go in to had it corrected, and that's been many years ago. But some days it's open, it's just open, and but it's turquoise. It's a turquoise color. Y'all can see it. Some days it's open just like this one, and some days it looks like that. That's how I was looking on that cruise. Just like this one is closed like that. This other one was like that on that cruise when I was high. When I was high. Cheech and Chong high. No, but I didn't have what Cheech and Chong had though. Mine was a mix of medication. Uh, yeah, I've had a series of surgeries, and when he went in to do the correct the thing about the blood, he looked at and he was in there. He seen my retina was detached, and when he came out, he was like, "Did somebody hit you in the head?" I said, if they hit me in the head, you wouldn't be hit. You wouldn't be worried about operating on me to do a detached retina shoot. I'd be in jail, and they would be 6 feet under, or in the ocean or the ditch somewhere, sprinkled. I say, no, ain't nobody hit me in the head. You sure ain't nobody? Nah, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be. You wouldn't be doing no surgery on me if somebody hit me in my head or something like that. Cause he said it would be due to a real blow to the head. I said, well, shoot, I know ain't nobody hit me in my doggone head. Um, he asked me, was I in any accidents and stuff? So, over the years, while I was under him, my eye was good, no problems. The insurance changed. I had to change, to change doctors and companies. Still okay, doing good and not really having problems. That doctor kind of kept it up. And I hate I left the first doctor. He was an older doctor, Spanish or Cuban, something like that. But he was good at what he did. And every time he do an eye exam and ran me back, I'd hear his stomach growling. I said, every time you do me you looking in my eye, every time I come in, it might have been once a month, his stomach is growling. I say, so can you start eating before? So anyway, the second doctor and company I worked with for a while, it was good. Got to this last one, and I think he did a surgery too many or didn't do the right surgery and kind of got my eye in the shape it is, and I was getting injections in my eye. The other doctors wasn't doing all of that, no injections in my eye, and I didn't even know you can get a shot in your eye. That's why I tell you, I done been through some stuff. I didn't even know you could get a shot in your eyeball. But yeah, it's a such thing as that. So that's why it's looking like it's looking. No, I don't mind because the way you asked me, some people just you know just be rude and stuff like that. Because somebody called my eye Galaxy Eye, and I kind of got offended when I first kind of started, and I kind of got mad at him. So I said, you know what? I could take that and use it for my good. Galaxy Eye, that's what it is, a Galaxy Eye. Yeah, but yeah, it does that. Some days I'll be like, now look at it, just wide open, and then when I get on YouTube, it like it don't even want to open up. I mean, I could be washing my face in the morning, and it's just wide, just all wide open, and I'm like, I hate that because then sometimes it'll be wide open, and I take a picture, and catch me with it closed, and I hate that. But I deal with what I have to deal with, and I go on. And I'm sorry that you did, yours in an accident. But as you see, despite of whatever it is, you see people that have to wear patches, or they wear patches. I don't know if it actually lost it out of there, and so that's why they wear a patch or whatever. Because there are people in politics and all kind of stuff. So I don't know if you wear a patch or something over your eye, or if it's still there and you having problems with it. So I'm sorry about that. That's some of the challenges and the things we have to go through, and things we have to deal with in life, and that's what it's called, life. But I hope you're not sitting around sulking because you don't have your eye, and that you moving around and still living life, and going on about your business. And if you're not, then you need to start. You need to start, because that's God gave you two, you got one. He gave us one heart, and our mind had to be in somebody's hand for them to fix that. So there's a blessing to come through that. Just have to rely more on the other one, that the seat clearer through that. You never know. But no, you didn't bother me to ask me that. Yeah, like I said, I hope you moving on through life, and dealing with whatever life has dealt you, and you're able to move on and keep going. Keep it moving. Don't sit down and let it get you down, because it will. Stuff get us down at times and stuff like that, but we have to keep moving, keep pushing, keep on going. It's just like these girls that Day and Marjanae's mom passed, and Day was saying, well, Marjanae was like, she didn't want to go to work, and she was just moping and stuff. I remember Roz was dealing with stuff when she was dealing with her leg, and she was saying how she didn't want to do this and that, and she said, "Look, let me get myself up and freshen myself up and get my hair done and stuff, because life will drag you down like that, where you don't feel like doing anything. You go into a depression and a funk, and you just want to lay down, lay around. You don't want to do nothing or whatever. It's just like my foot. I can't walk on my foot or whatever. Guess what? I made sure I put these on purpose, and put my little jewelry on so I can act like I'm going. So I ain't going nowhere. When I get off this live, I'm going to take this stuff off and put my pajamas on. I'm going to put my nightgown on. But shoot, it just felt good to put it on for a minute. It don't matter. You just got to get up and get it. I mean, I had it on. I didn't have these on. I didn't go out with these. Now, these would be somewhere if I'm going somewhere. These are the kind of earrings I wear with. But it was a part of the jewelry that I had for my cruise, and now I have all my little rhinestone earrings and fancy earrings. I have them in like a shoebox type of thing. So that's what they were over there, and that's what I was gonna do. Put them together. I got so many, and they tangled up them hoops and all. They're all tangled up in the thing. Now I need to really separate them. So I just decided to put them on, and then the necklace was still on the dresser. With some other stuff, and so I just decided to put it on. Shoot, make myself feel good. Thank you. Make yourself feel pretty. Shoot, even if you don't feel it, hey, get yourself together. I really want to stop wearing my hair in a ball, but my hair is so soft, and I don't care what. My God, baby, she be wanting, Nanny, I can flat iron your hair, girl. That flat iron ain't gonna do nothing. That I go outside and my hair gonna say poof, and I'm gonna be mad. What was that? It's a wrap. Oh, that silk wrap. I remember she did that and put that saran wrap. I said, why you doing that? That ain't gonna hold. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Curling it and wrapping it. Oh, she had curled it so pretty, and she had flat ironed it and curled it, and then she took it and wrapped it, and then put that saran wrap, and then you sit back under the dryer. I said, I don't know why I'm letting her punk me like this. I say, I told this child that ain't gonna work in my hair. I don't know what kind of hair I have. It's a good grade of hair. It's not real thick. like it used to be. And the weather, like it's hot, or it got some mist of rain in there, ain't gonna have a curl in it. And I'm gonna have a poof. So I let her do it. Oh, she just knew I was wrong. I come from under that dryer. She took that little saran wrap off and she took that comb and my hair was flat as an ironing board. Ah, I had curl your hair so pretty. I say, I tried to told you about my hair. It ain't gonna work like everybody else hair. I ain't like everybody else. I tried to tell you. Now you got the curly. So she had to redo it. I say, well, you gonna listen to me sometime. I listen to your customers. Yeah, I told her, I said, my hair ain't gonna, it wasn't gonna hold, and it sure didn't. When she undid it, it was not a curl in my hair. Yes, Blakely, I'm at the hospital. Thank you. See, that's the first time I done seen you drop down, so you've been watching me in them bushes. Hey, Benjamin, how you doing? I plan on going to church Sunday, too. I'm doing great today. How are you doing? You like my hair? I like it, too. It looks good on me, but I would like to have a different style sometime, like on my profile picture. That was kind of like my around my class reunion when I had let her cut and trim my hair, and she styled it, and it looked so pretty because it was real short. When I take this down, I can tell that my ponytail to put it in here has grown more, so that means my hair has grown more, and I would need her to flat iron it to see how long it is. Last time it was down here, so maybe it's here. I tell you, when it get back down my back, like I'm normally having long hair, I won't be cutting it no more. Not like that. I'll let them trim it, and I used to, just I had a perm in my hair, and then when she would do it, and even when I put some curls in it, even when the curls just went flat, it's prettier like that. And I didn't think so until I see other women's hair, like they curls just fall and they just wear it, just let it fall wherever. And for some reason, I didn't think it would look good on me. And then I look at some old pictures and I say, you know what? When my hair was like that, just free fall, but it was straight and it was cut, I should have just left well enough alone. But no, I can't die. I want a bob. I want a bob. And she had cut it up to a bob, but I still wanted her to cut some more. And then she cut it, and then it started breaking. So I was kind of like Yo-Yo with the little curly afro, like Yo-Yo have a natural hair. I'm assuming it's a natural hair, but mine was like that too, and I wore it like that for a while. All I'd have to do is shampoo and condition it, and I ain't have to do nothing else. Even if it was dry, when it air dried, it just did what it stayed in that real curly thing. And then when I would go somewhere, I maybe put some moisturizer in there and rub it in there and stuff like that, or put some hair grease in there, grease my scalp and rub it real good. That's all I had to do. It was a good hairstyle, but I had to mess it up. So I had to mess my curl pattern up because I put a perm in there. So I don't know. Us women, we always doing something with our hair, and I've never been the person to have the weave. I think for my school reunion, she glued one or two pieces to make the front look fuller and to do it how she wanted to do it. And I'm like, I don't like this now. But when she did it, my hair did come out right, and it was much fuller. So I let her do that. But child, when it was over with, and it was almost time to get my hair done again, you should have seen me getting that out of my head. It's sitting on the sink right now. Them two little pieces, I won't throw it away, because when I wear the hair the other way, if I need to make my bang fuller, then that's what I do. So I'm hoping to grow out to a bob. That's what I want, a bob. Since I got y'all on the line, ladies, have y'all heard on Facebook the Baskin leather? Have y'all heard of it? Or if you heard of it, have y'all used it? Used that product, Bask and Leather, or lather? And I know it's a team of black women that came up with the formula and the product, but I don't know if all of them are doctors or maybe one or two in the group are. Hey, Cullen, how you doing? Oh, that's a Kirkendall. We have a street called Kirkendall, but it's Ku. I forgot, but it ain't spelled like that. And it's DAHKUN Kirk KENDAUL, something like that. Kirkendall. Oh, so you use it, Tater Bug? Okay. What part do you use? Do you use the whole kit, or did you just get the little oil that you put in your scalp? What part do you use? Cause I'm thinking about purchasing some. Yeah, I've been thinking about purchasing like at least a shampoo and a conditioner, and maybe some that oil that you can that they advertise. You could just get advertise the oil drops. I was thinking of getting that first, and then the shampoo and conditioner, because right now the shampoo and stuff I use, it uses is it bionic pro, not probiotic, but bionic shampoo, the bionic shampoo and the conditioner. I might not be saying it right, but yeah, it's bionic. It's not pro. It don't say probiotic, but that's kind of. But it's bionic shampoo and conditioner. I'm using that right now. Okay, use the oil and the grease part. Yeah, I want to start off with something small. I want to go back and look again because I had subscribed to them, and they was every time I look around, I was getting a text message. I said, "Oh, now y'all bothering me too much," so I unsubscribed to them. But I'm gonna go back and look on their thing and see how much they shampoo and conditioner is, because I would like to purchase that and see what that is doing. Yeah. So my cousin told me she had the got the drops and stuff, and she said it was pretty good, but she used it, but she didn't buy it no more. But that's what I want to do. I want to get that. Yeah, but she have beautiful hair anyway in the safe zone. She have thick hair. Ever since I was following, I don't follow her anymore. Uh, but I might, go back over there and stuff, cause she was had an alright channel. I used to like when she would go to work and stuff. But anyway, when the fallout was, uh, I know nobody can tell you where to go, but it was kind of like it was put out there. But I started out with Ross, and then I was before we left from over there, being that I started out with, I'm gonna stay true to who I was rocking with. But in the safe zone wasn't talking about her or nothing like that, so I could have stayed over there. But yeah, but her she had some beautiful thick hair. Uh, she may use it now, but I don't remember her saying. And she might have been using it back then, and I might not had caught on to what she was talking about. So yeah, she have a nice grade of thick hair, because even when she do her braids and stuff like that, and when she's taking it out and just wore her hair naturally, she has thick hair. My hair is thin, but it had gotten a little thick. I don't know, it's thick or nappy, one of them. But I really didn't want to re-put a perm in my hair. If I didn't have to, I would just want to, wear it like with the flat iron. I even like it to roller set. Either roll it and just take the rollers out and just let the curls fall where they are, just wherever they may fall. I even like the roller set. Oh, baby, when I was growing up, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing because I had that hair too. And my beautician, it was the style back then. They cut cut the front of your hair would be shorter, and you had that back. And boy, when she would roller set my hair going to the back, and then roller set that, and them curls fell back there. Oh Lord, have mercy. My senior pictures and graduation pictures was with my hair like that. Couldn't tell me nothing. Oh, okay. So maybe she used it a while ago when we was with her, and she was using it, and maybe it made her hair strong like that. But I do know she had nice, beautiful hair, and when she would take it down and wear it, it was nice. So yeah. So I think Tater Bug. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some. I have to go ahead and get it. Yeah, because I need my hair to thicken up. I just need it to be healthy. And I was told not long ago that it was healthy, but I keep it up so much. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, because, see, that's why I say never know what people like. But yeah, I wanted to, I think I'm going to do that basking lather, basking lather. Yeah, but I was just trying to, just see who may have had it or used it or whatever and give me, because I was surprised when my cousin said she had ordered the little oil and stuff. Because right now I have the oil that I have is the African oil. I got the eucalyptics because they said that was good for growing your hair, and I have the African black castor oil, the drops. So I do think with those products and the bionic shampoo and conditioner, I do think it has helped, but my hair's just growing out slowly. And sometimes you have to watch the medication and stuff you on because that has had an effect on me. Medication where my hair break or it'll even dread. I've had it when I should just shampoo my hair, nothing going on, and here I go. It didn't dread, and I had to cut some of my hair from that, like just dread it up, maybe one over here and one over here, and they told me how to detangle it. But one time I tried and tried and tried. I said, you know what, just to cut this sucker, and it was my hair, but I cut it, and it was a long dread. It dreaded up like about that when I shampooed it. So my hair does some funny stuff. Hey Leslie, how you doing? That's not Leslie. Yes it is. Leslie Nick. Yeah. So I've done some my hair does some funny stuff. So that's one thing I wanted to try. I don't want to try too much. I do take multivitamin, which ladies, y'all should be taking a multivitamin. I added a vitamin B separately, and I have a separate vitamin C. And I was taking vitamin D, a prescription vitamin D, because they wanted me to take so many milligrams, but they stopped me on that. Child, it's so many vitamins. A vitamin K. Have you ever heard of a vitamin K? Child, I was in the hospital one time, and there's a little syringe about that big. And you got to shoot that stuff in your mouth. Oh, my God. When I talk about that, some nasty stuff. Like them children. If I could just start crying like them children when they get something bad and they just cry because they can't say it's nasty. That's the kind of nasty it is. I would have to, when they come around, and I see that little tube no longer than a crayon. When I see that little thing, Lord, I be like, y'all just don't know this some nasty stuff. And one of the nurses say, yeah, I heard it was. I said, ooh. And I be trying to just get it there and just try to do it and then hurry up and get something. But still, by the time you get something and drink it, it's bad. So yeah, that's why I be telling people you gotta Your doctor have you taking a lot of vitamins? Yeah, because you might need them. That's why I say it's good to get your numbers ran, get them panels ran, because that's what uh, you don't know what kind of vitamin you need and what you're not taking. Cause by right, everybody's supposed to be taking a baby aspirin. If you're over 45, you're supposed to be taking a 81 milligram aspirin a day. If you think I'm lying, ask your doctor. Yeah. Stuff sometimes they don't tell you or they think you already know, but you don't. Hey Peggy, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing tonight? Did you have a good day today? I'm glad to be seen this evening. Glad to see you this evening. Yeah. Ooh, I told that too. I told that to my doctor one day. Uh, I no, it was his office manager. He was standing there, whatever. And she said, "Hey, classy lady." I said, "Hey," and she said, "Good. I'm glad to see you." I said, It's good to be seen." Shoot. And they just fell out laughing. They thought it was so funny. No, ain't funny. I'm glad you can see me. I'm glad to be seen today. Not y'all see me in the office. I'm glad for somebody to be able to see me because I can see somebody. I say it's good to be seen. They be thinking I be joking all the time. No, I be serious. It's good to be seen. When you answer somebody like that, it's good to be seen. Glad to see you. Good to be seen. Shoot, I'm glad. I'm thankful you can see me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I don't know who make that song. Let me turn that part down. Because they sure like to take some stuff off. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I didn't do much. Like I said, I got that fan. My daddy brought me the fan. And when we got ready to leave, I had another box. And I say, Daddy, that box go out to the trash. And I hope that box ain't flew everywhere. I don't know why he put to set that box on top of the trash can. But anyway, and when we was at the doctor's office, I looked back and I saw that box. It wasn't the same box, but it was a similar box. I say, Daddy, what that? Why you put the box in the back seat? He said, that's that fan. I hadn't even asked him to take the fan back today because what I was gonna do was, if my brother don't think he could put food with the box on the ceiling fan and I had to buy another remote with the base. I wanted him to look at that part to see if he could fool with it. If he couldn't, I was gonna take it back to Home Depot. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might need to keep it so whenever I get an electrician, they can switch that out. Or I don't really need to worry with the remote. All I need them to do is the other switch is connected to the lights. Well, that's gonna be a lot. No, it's not. They could take that box off because the lights were still working. I got two switches, one for the light and one for the ceiling fan. Take that remote control off of there. That just won't be a thing because that ceiling fan is so pretty. And when I went back to Home Depot, I didn't see none like that. So it's a pretty fan. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just that the remote control to it, I don't know what happened to it. Oh, okay. So you're gonna have open heart surgery. What kind of do you have uh, I'm saying open heart surgery. Do you have to get some stents or put in, or what you getting? If you don't mind. Yup. I'm glad I ain't the only one. Yes, medication will cause your hair to fall out. Yup. Yep, and it may be I might be on some that I've been on for a while that have made mine come out. Yep, sure will make your hair come out. You that ain't no lie, mine, and that's why I say my hair was real long and stuff like that, and it just at one time it just started breaking and being real thin. What is this? What's the bag? Yeah, being real thin. So yep, that is something that I would agree with you on that. By your hair breaking out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you already had your open heart surgery? See, they had to, I got that keloid skin. That's why this thing looks so wide on me. Keloid skin, my skin keloids. But they had to take, when they did my open heart surgery, they had to take the vein out of my out of my left leg. They took it out of my left leg. It's a long one. Because they cut me from above my ankle all the way up to the crease of where my knee is. Well, no, a little bit further than that. It went past that. I can still feel it. And it's, my skin is keloid. And that's how it is on my leg, on the inside of my leg and stuff like that. And they had to take the vein from my leg and put it in my chest. So that's why I'm right here. I'm cut from the Rudy to the Tootie. And when I got married, y'all, I ain't cover this up. I did not cover this up. This is a scarred life. Now, some people be so self-conscious, baby. I ought to see my wedding dress is sexy as I don't know what. Especially on the picture, I had the buttons going down my back. But this, baby, this was open. Open. I did not try to hide it. I ain't gonna try to hide it. It don't. It don't bother me. That's if it did, I wouldn't be wearing something like this. And then I got some clothes that go a little bit lower than that, but getting a little indecent in here. But so a lot of times you can just see a little bit. But if you got keloid skin, that's what happens with keloid skin. Me and my brother both have it. And when you get cut, that's how your cuts heal up, like that. So that's why mine look. Cause anybody else that normally have open heart surgery, they could be real thin, real thin. But mine keloid up like that, and the my leg looked like somebody had sewed a small rope on the inside of my leg, and so I've never heard of the chip. I've heard of the pacemaker. Was that a decision that you decided you had a choice on the pacemaker or what? So is that why you got the chip and the pacemaker? Because that's something new to me. I know some people have to wear the what is it? Look like a pack of like a battery pack, a pump, I guess it is. Cause a friend of mine, she was supposed to do that, and she didn't want it. She didn't want to have no parts on it. She would swell so much. She would swell so much. She just didn't want it. Oh, you didn't have a choice. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pray for you. Are you able to? Are you up and moving around? Do you get around good? I know once my ex, ended up getting a pacemaker. He ended up getting a pacemaker because he didn't want to wear his CPAP machine. He stopped breathing like 108 times when they was doing his test, in however many minutes it was. And so he knew they didn't even have him to come back for a second sleep study. They sent his machine FedEx same day to him. Now you need to start wearing this tonight. So he didn't want to wear his thing at night, and he ended up telling me, I ain't wearing that thing. That thing sitting over there in the corner collecting dust. And at one time, me and him both had a CPAP machine. We both looking like some like we got some gas masks on. He looking at me, I'm looking at him, and we would kiss, bump heads, and kiss at night and go to sleep. We both was up in here sleeping with that, but he decided he didn't want to wear his no more. And I would tell him, hey, you need to wear your. No, I wore mine because for one, it gave me some good rest. I slept good with it on, and I went to sleep quick too. But after he didn't want to wear his, he ended up having to get a pacemaker. Oh, you with the CPAP machine? See, I hadn't even seen that yet. Hadn't even seen the CPAP before I told his story. But yeah, and then even after we divorced and stuff, and I kept asking him, "Are you wearing your CPAP machine? Did the doctor take you off the CPAP?" Because a lot of times you can lose so much weight and it'll take you off. Is that, and then mine? I had a thing that was I wore oxygen machine because they was testing. Okay, I had an oxygen machine that was hooked up to my CPAP machine, and it was hooked up. The CPAP had a little reader, a little printout reader, and it went to the doctor, and it was trying to see if I was losing oxygen while I was sleeping, um, and what I had to do during the daytime. But they wanted to see if it was falling when I was sleeping, the oxygen. And so they had the little reading stuff, and I wasn't losing oxygen, so they came and picked up the oxygen machine, and I didn't have to have a little thing on there where it was giving them doing like a little printout on their end, but doing one on my end too. And then I ended up losing some weight, and and every time I went into the doctor, at that time it was like a little credit card in the CPAP machine, and that's what they wanted. You didn't have to bring the whole CPAP, just bring the little credit card, and they put the little credit card on the thing when you got to the doctor, and he would tell me what to adjust it to, what to, no, he would adjust it on the card, and then if it needed to be adjusted or whatever. So then when I come back, put it in the CPAP machine, it would recalculate or whatever. And then the last time I went, and like I said, lost the weight, I didn't have to wear the CPAP machine no more. So the CPAP machine is probably in my closet. It is in the closet at the bottom, because I don't have to wear it no more. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm telling you, he stopped breathing 108 times and all of that. And then he go, and that's what make you wake up, because you be doing all that gasping. And then what you're really doing is gasping for air. And and he would do that. I would hit him and tell him to turn on your side or something like that. But he had a real bad snoring problem. I don't think I snored. But he had a snoring problem. He snored like a freight train. Yeah, he snores like a freight train. But yeah, yeah, I do feel for you about to losing the hair. Hey Jada, how you doing? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, because I know y'all coming over here and y'all dropping in, or you've been over here, you dropped in the chat. Some of y'all are new, that's fine. Hope y'all done subscribe to my channel and stuff. Like one of my friends say, and stuff. I done missed the news, but oh well. Can't see it no way. I'm on here talking. But yeah, so I'm with you on the CPAP. So I advise anybody, we're going to have another conversation. So I hope you may have it tomorrow or one day next week. Come back over and good. He up and about too, but he's much older. He's like 10 years older than me. But he's starting to, his old car starting to kind of, things starting to happen, and men are bad about going to the doctor. You have some men that go to the doctor, keep themselves up, and well, my dad'll go too. Will go, yeah, they be scared of what they gonna hear, but you got a lot of men that go to the doctor and keep themselves up and try to correct whatever the doctor's telling them to do and stuff like that, and but then you got a lot of them that won't go, and unfortunately, not wearing them CPAPs will fool with your heart. But when I had my surgery years ago, that didn't have nothing to do with no CPAP machine. Nothing. I didn't get on CPAP till I got older and had gained some weight. So any little weight you lose, 10, 15, 20 pounds, help you get off the, pretty much get off the CPAP. And then when you start losing weight like that and you maintain it, it help you get off a lot of medications. So when I was in the hospital, they took me off of three blood pressure medicines and for the heart. Uh, but and so I'm just wondering if the doctor that I just started seeing the last 2 years, he the one did that 2-3 years when I got pneumonia, put me on that extra medication, and all before and all the 27 years back then, I didn't have to have no adjustments to my medication that I was taking for my heart. Then I see him, he want to add two more, and the two more are $497 a piece. So you must be crazy. You better try to give me some samples or something, or try to write for a lesser dose. Yeah. And yeah, come messing up my budget with giving me two prescriptions that's almost $500 a piece. Are they crazy? Are they crazy? Why do us in America gotta pay medication prices like that? And I heard some of the people that's on chemo or some taking some medicines and stuff like that for other reasons got to spend a whole bunch, several in the thousands for medications. Come on now, Ice. For medications and stuff like that. That's ridiculous. Y'all don't mind me. I'm trying to get this straw down up in here. Sitting on a block of ice. I think the ice is soaked up on my water. I'm going to have to go get another bottle of water. But yeah, they done went crazy. That's ridiculous the way they make us pay all them high drug prices and stuff like that. In some countries, they can go to the doctor and get medical treatment free. The most popular, one of the most richest country in yeah, countries in the world, and here we paying the most for everything. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. I have seen gas prices down a little bit, but we still over $3 and some cent. That's high. Why we can't go back to $1.98 or $1.78 or something like that? Why we can't go back to that? Why we almost at $4 and some people y'all are $5 and $6? But y'all cost of living is much higher there, and y'all make more money than. We big here in Texas, and we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of companies and stuff like that. But as far as the cost of living here sucks. No, all they care about is their pockets. You are so right. They only care about their pockets, and our leader of the free world, he don't care about us either. Got it set up where if you're on disability, when you get a little increase at the beginning of the year, you end up, it might be $30-something. I give it 50. By the time they take taxes out of that, about 25 or something dollars or something like that. That $25. If you end up with $25, take you 4 years to get $100. By that time, the insurance then went up, the medication then went up, the deductibles then went up. My drug deductible cost is $4,000. $4,000. So if I wanted one of them prescriptions to go down, I would have to pay the $400 and something on it, and then after that would meet that deductible, and then the next one wouldn't be as much. Still be $100, almost $200. That's crazy. Hospitalization, $4,800. I mean, medical. Child, I'm gonna hate to go to the mailbox and see them medical bills in there. I'll be looking at them and say, I ain't gonna pay you. I ain't paying you. I ain't paying you. Write that off. I may pay some, but I pay at my will. Well, what about okay? The cost of living there is high, but what about like uh like y'all salaries? I'm pretty sure the people ain't making $8.25 an hour for what is that, minimum wage? Shoot, yeah, I'm pretty sure it ain't that much. I mean, that price for that, it's ridiculous here. Yeah, we got, they started doing construction here, building more apartment complexes, and just every little piece of grass they can find. The like I say, the little deers and all that that's in there, they ain't got nowhere to go. Every little piece of land they can knock down a tree. That's what they doing, putting apartment complexes and stuff like that. And that's a nice Kroger that I go to. It got to go out of my area because the one right down the street from me, it ain't right. It didn't went down. There's too many cameras in there. You got to have that many cameras in the store. God dog it, just go ahead and close the store down. Here, so you looking at, I just smile at him. Don't make no sense. All them cameras they got in the Kroger, or in that particular one. So I go to another one a little bit further down, and it has been good to me so far. What they put up right next to it, apartment complex. Down the street, apartment complex. And then they did put up, what is that, a Dick's, no, I'm sorry, the Bass Shop. Um, they put one of those, Bass Pro Shop. And then they got some other little uh, places. But I think they had like a chicken salad place. That chicken salad, I think that's closed down. As soon as it opened, there's no, this, I guess it didn't get the traction that they thought it would. Y'all, I done been on here a while. I know y'all getting tired of listening to me. Let me make sure I got everybody on here. I want to go get comfortable and get out of these clues. Guess the party is over with. Coming in from the club. Hey Jacqueline, how you doing? Yeah, chicken salad chick or whatever it was. Or was it chicken salad? I know, I think it's a chicken salad and a chicken salad chick. It's a little building. So that might be it. But I think they opened that place and it ain't even open no more. Because somebody said it had good chicken salad there. And I said one day I was going to go, just go and try it out. But it's not there anymore. I don't know what they using. Yeah, so I don't know what they using now for it. Um, it was like a Burger King right next door to it as well. So I don't know what. Some of these places are closing down no sooner than they open up. Okay, Leslie. Well, you have a good night. I'm gonna do the same. There's people coming in and out. But I've been on here 2 hours. And thank you for the conversation, y'all. Y'all that have popped in and engaging in the comments. As long as you engage in the comments, I don't mind talking. But anyway, as a partner with YouTube, there are super chats, super stickers, super thanks, super gifts available for purchase. Um, I do have paid memberships where I would like for y'all to become a member of my channel. I have 3 levels. $1.99 is just classy. $2.99 is classy ladies and gents, and $3.99 is classy elites. Those are available for purchase. To be a subscriber, It's absolutely free. You just turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I'm available. The super chat, super stickers are, you can find that at the bottom of the screen with the little waving dollar sign. That means come here, give me some money, give me some money. That's what YouTube is saying. It's not me. I ain't saying that. YouTube is saying that. But anyway, it starts from $1 all the way up to, you can move the gauge all the way up to $500. Like I said, one day I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna have a good supporter, gonna be the want some money, or they gonna want to bless me, and that thing gonna hit $500 more than one time. Bing, bing, and boy, what a time we gonna have. Then I'm gonna become 1,000 there probably soon after that. But right now, I'm 100 there. That's what I got saved up in the hundreds. It's probably in my account, checking account. But anyway, the little cute little gift box next to that is the super thanks. I'm sorry, is the gifts, super gifts. Which when you click on that, it'll take you to a screen where you'll see the little GIFs, and it's got all kind of sayings. The 6-7. The I don't know if Clock It is still on there. They got a happy poop. They got disco ball. They got all kind of stuff that you can also purchase as a gift and send it to me, the host, your content creator. And the little gift will float up when you once you purchase it. It'll float up, and everybody else will be able to see it. But depending on which one you get, I think if it's 200 or more little points on there, it will put a little gift box down here at the bottom where everybody can thumb it up. The super gifts, the super thanks are at the end of my lives. When you go back and y'all go and look at some of my lives uh, and review them so that I can get credit for them. Also, there's hype me up buttons on some of my lives. Y'all go and check it out. All you have to do is just click on the comment, move the little three little dots over. You'll see a little button say hype. You hit that button. When it drop down, you'll see like a star coming up. But at the very bottom, it'll tell you how many points it's gonna hype Classy Lady up. So that's free. Y'all go ahead and hit that button. The super thanks is once you listen to one of my videos, and the little heart is at the end, and it has a dollar sign again, and then they say, "Come here, give Classy Lady, buy her lunch, buy her coffee, buy her Starbucks, buy her ice cream cone." That's saying you thanking me for whatever reason in your heart. But I think I done got all the YouTube monetary things out of the way. But the thumbs up, the like button is free, and the subscription button is free, and the hype button is free on here. So you can do whichever one you want to do. I will sleep well, and you too. I want to get off of here saying angels on around everybody's house and angels on everybody's pillows. Y'all have a good night. I love you. If you're going out, be careful out here for the drunk drivers and people not paying attention to where they going and what they doing. So y'all be safe out here. And Classy Lady, we'll see y'all tomorrow. God say the same. Later.